Hello, good morning. So let's start our private conference. To start, let's all stand.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us all today in this important endeavor. We ask that you bestow your guidance and blessing upon each attendee. May we honor one another with keeping an open mind. May we voice our truth and listen with an open heart. Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his or her contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Hello, good morning once again. Welcome for today's activity private conference. Sorry for the late start due to technical difficulties. So first, let's acknowledge the presence of the back members for today's activity. Connie L. Caballo, back chairperson. Leonard A. Panaginog, usually back vice chairperson. Erwin S. Elehino, back member regular.
Present.
John Renges M. Peralta, back member provisional.
Present, sir.
Nikki Aurelio Pagos, back member provisional.
Present, sir.
So we have 4 out of 5 back members are present for today's activity. Two are on the via Zoom. So the today's activity is in quorum. Acknowledging also the presence of the Secretariat member, Chanda M. Isaw, Head Back Secretariat on official business. Maria Ligaya A. Senior, Back Secretariat member. Jonah May C. Navarro, Back Secretariat member. Teresa May Estorba,
Present.
and also the television headed by Engineer Sir U.B. Vidalo Jr.
Present.
Ariel M. Lanuhan, OB. Richelda D. Sinyagan. Gerald John R. Lim. Edward S. Botcon. Jemuel Mark Lada. Sianin C. Marabeles. Christy B. Tabera. TDB Yap. Alfonso Sed Tinapay.
Present, sir.
Missy C. Gabonia. So to start for the conference agenda, agenda number 1, brief presentation by the BAC, basic contract data, requirements, and bidding documents, and documents to be submitted by the bidder. Agenda number 2, question, comments from the bidders, and replies from the BAC. Agenda number 3, instruction to bidders. Agenda number 4, other matters, relevant department orders. Basic contract data. We have CY26 infra projects, product ID number 26HE0088 rebid, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Building Facilities to Support Services, Construction Completion of Multipurpose Building, Covered Court, Barangay Bulangsuran, Samboan, Cebu. Location Samboan, Cebu, ABC is 1,980,000 pesos. Contract duration 57 calendar days. Source of fund FY 2026 RA 12314. Regular 2026 current. Pickup license category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement competitive bidding. Bidding equipment cost is 5,000 pesos. For item 5.4, the major category of works, BIC, building completion. For similar category of works, please refer to the shared screen. Then for item 12.1 H2I, the minimum work experience requirements for K personnel are the following. K personnel's project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, foreman. The general experience requirement is 5. Relevant experience requirement is 3. And for general requirements for all K personnel, the K personnel should meet the following number of years work experience. The experience means total year of civil work experience of any nature in construction and engineering consultancy services. Include the tax classification number, TIN, of all the K personnels in biodata. Requirements for accredited project engineer. Accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 148 series of 2024 guidelines on accreditation and assignment of contractors, consultant, project engineers. The pursuant of Provision Department Order Number 227 series of 2024 dated November 28, 2024 due to the inability of DPWH accredited project engineers who are currently assigned by contractors and consultant to ongoing projects. The implementation of Department Order Number 148 series 2024 is hereby suspended until further notice. This directive to suspend the application of DO 148 series 2024 shall not apply to the implementation and construction of buildings and bridges. Attached upon a copy of current and valid PRC license and accreditation certificate. Include contact number of the project engineer. Requirements for the accredited materials engineer. Accredited materials engineers compliant to DEO 98 series of 2016 revised guidelines on accreditation and of contractors and consultant materials engineers. Attached put a copy of current and valid PRC license and accreditation certificate. Include the contact number of the materials engineers. Requirement for first aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance to all requirements for the approval of construction safety and health program required upon issuance of notice of award. Subject to DEO 241 series of 24 guidelines on the processing, approval, and reporting system, construction safety and health program, CSHP of DPWH infrastructure projects. Then requirements for safety officer, rated safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines on the processing, approval of and reporting system of construction safety and health program, CHHP of DPWH infrastructure project. Item 12.1 H3I, the minimum major requirement are the following. For backhoe with capacity of 0.8 cubic meter per 1.04 cubic yard, number of units 1, dump truck 12 cubic yard capacity, number of units 2, concrete pump 100 cubic feet per minute, number of units 1, truck mounted crane 21 to 25 metric ton capacity, number of units 1. Then item 16.1, the bid security shall be in the form of bid security declaration or any of the following. The amount of not less than 2% of EBC if bid security is in cash. The amount of not less than 2% of EBC if bid security is in cashier's check. The amount of not less than 2% of EBC if bid security is in manager's check. The amount of not less than 5% of EBC if bid security is in bank draft. The amount of not less than 5% of EBC if bid security is in guarantee. The amount of not less than 5% of EBC if irrevocable letter of credit. The amount of not less than 5% of EBC if surety bond. The amount of no. Then for the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. And for next project CY 26 goods and services, product ID number 26 GHE004. Supply and delivery of bituminous materials used for resealing of bituminous pavement within our area of jurisdiction. ABC is 4,995,500 pesos. Consideration is 20 calendar days. Source upon FY 26 RA 12314 regular current. Order procurement, competitive bidding document cost is 5,000 pesos. Procurement for goods. For Section 6 schedule requirements, the delivery schedule expressed in weeks or months indicates the required delivery date, which shall be understood as the date the goods are to be delivered to the project site. Item number 1 is municipal asphalt, quantity na 125 drums. Item number 2, fine sand, quantity of 15 cubic meter. The delivery schedule is 20 calendar days upon receipt of notice to proceed. Then for the technical specification, please refer to the shared screen. So for the documents to be submitted by the bidder, for goods and services, we have technical components, valid FELJEP certificate of registration, platinum membership, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, singular just completed contracts, SLCC, net financial contracting capacity, and FCC, joint venture agreement, GBA if applicable, bid security in prescribed form, amount and validity period mandatory, technical specification, production, delivery schedule, manpower, after sales service, if applicable, omnibus sworn statement as per section 54.3. And for financial components, we have bid form, which include the bid prices, bill of quantities, which includes the unit bid prices, and total bid price per item, recurring and maintenance costs, if applicable. And for infrastructure projects, we have technical components, valid PLGIP certificate of registration, partner membership, pickup license and registration, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, singular just completed contracts, SLCC, net financial contracting capacity, and FCC, joint venture agreement, GBA if applicable, bid security in prescribed form, amount and validity period, mandatory project requirements. For project requirements include the organizational chart for projects, list of key personnel assigned with the qualification and experience, list of major equipment, own lease under purchase agreement, omnibus sworn statement, latest general information sheet, GIS, reflecting the BOI, beneficial ownership information duly received by the SEC for corporations, sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, accredited project engineers for building and bridges projects. Then for financial components, or original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, original duly signed bid prices by the in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form include a summary sheet indicating the unit price of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental used in coming up with the bids, cash flow by quarter. Then for legal documents, you have DTI business name registration or SEC registration, certificate or CDA for cooperatives, valid and current mayor's permit municipality license, tax clearance per city order number 398 series of 2005, audited financial statements stamp received by BIR. And for instruction to bidders, number 1, omnibus sworn statement must be in new format. Number 2, proper signing, notarization, and pagination. Number 3, use prescribed bidding form per RA 12009. Number 4, bid security in form of bid security regulation must be in prescribed format, amount, and validity period. Submit on the specified date, time, and place. Late bids will not be accepted. Bid submission through prospective duly authorized representative only. Non-authorized may submit upon presentation of special power of attorney, SPA or SEC. And envelopes must be properly sealed, labeled, and marked. And bids must be 2 separate sealed envelopes submitted simultaneously. First envelope, technical components, including the eligibility requirements. Second envelope, financial components. For further details, please refer to the Section 2 Instruction to Bidders in the Philippine Bidding Documents. ISO certification, mandatory for medium A contractors with project costing 30 million above. Follow the template of the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Note, please visit the DPWH website and FELJIPs for any supplemental bidding documents. So, as you shown in the third screen, this is the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Opening of bid scheduled August 19, 2026, 10 a.m. Place, conference room, second floor, DPWH Cebu, second DEO Sarmiento Street, Poblacion, Dalaga, Cebu. Important reminder, any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. Question and comments from bidders and replies to the back. So hearing none. The other matters, we have the Department Order number 110, series of 2024. So implementation of ISO 9001:2015, certification requirements for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors in procurement of infrastructure projects of the department. So please refer to the shared screen. Then Department Order number 227, series of 2024. Suspension of Department Order number 148, series of 2024. Also referred to the shared screen. Next, DO number 17, series of 2015. So Department Order number 17, series of 2015, the three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services. To further strengthen the integrity of the competitive bidding process, the following instructions are hereby issued pertaining to the implementation of three-strike policy of the Department of the DPWH against violation of Section 69.1I of the Implementing Rules and Regulation IRR of Republic Act number 9184. So the violation of enumerated of the said DO 35, which are considered as act that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding under three-strike policy are hereby amended as to read as follows. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation, or C, did not submit a bid without valid cause as determined by the Bids and Awards Committee, back concern. B, a bidder submitting a late bid without the valid cause as determined by the back concern. C, a bidder submitting insufficient defective documents such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. D, other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding as determined by the concerned back, provided that these acts had been indicated or discussed in the instruction to bidders, bid bulletins, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. Each offense by the bidder referred to Section 69.1I of the IR stated in the said DO 35 consists of 3 violations or strikes with a period of 1 year starting from the date of the first strike for all procurement by all officers of the DPWH. Every time a bidder is observed to have done any of the 4 acts enumerated in item 1 of this DO, the chairperson of the back concern shall immediately serve a written notice to the bidder, informing him of his act, giving him 5 days to show cause why he should not be sanctioned under DO for the committing an act which tends to defeat the purpose of public bidding under three-strike policy of the DPWH. Based on the verified three-strike reports received from the back, the Procurement Service in coordination with the Legal Service shall recommend to the Deputy Secretary for approval the following administrative sanctions on the hearing contractors for violation in three-strike policy. In the first violation of or strike, first warning. For the second strike, a second warning. For the third strike, together with the first 2 strikes, constitutes to the first offense against three-strike policy an administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH. For the second offense, example, the second set of the three-strike committed by the bidder, an administrative penalty, a suspension of 2 years from participating in any procurement process in any of the office of the DPWH. Next is Memo 97.7, Directive for Submission of the General Information Sheet reflecting beneficial ownership and sworn affidavit of eligibility. This is the memorandum. Please refer to the shared screen. So that's end the presentation. So any questions? Wala na. So today's activity is hereby adjourned.
30 seconds.
So it is duly seconded. So today's activity is adjourned at exactly 10